Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. So today we're going to do a tarot for the sign of Capricorn for the month of September 2021. So Capricorn, just generally, of course your ruling sign, your ruling planet, Capricorn, is in Aquarius. Of course, Saturn stays about 2.5 years per sign. And actually, both the almost 3 years that Saturn was in Capricorn, and now as Saturn is in Aquarius, Saturn is actually in Saturn-ruled signs. So Saturn is very, very powerful and requires a lot of due diligence. It's really important at this time for you to be doing your Saturn. But of course you Capricorns know that because you do your Saturn every day. I mean, it's almost like you don't know anything else. So what's happening astrologically this month is we do have a new moon in Virgo. And so for the Capricorn, we're looking at new opportunities let's see, we have Capricorn and Taurus. So this could be new opportunities to learn. You may be taking new classes. You could be teaching new classes. This is a time, a good time to travel. You might initiate something with travel. Although, of course, we do have to take into consideration that you can't travel everywhere anymore. Yeah, so new opportunities with that. Opportunities to share what you know. Opportunities to learn something new even. Okay. So I'm going to use the Druid Craft deck, and we'll see what else is going on. We also have a full moon on the 20th. It is at the last degrees of Virgo and Pisces. That new moon. And so Virgo Pisces is the axis of healing, and that new moon will give us some realizations around what it's going to take to do the healing that is necessary at this time. And let's see, your Saturn, let me see here. Let me see if Saturn changes direction here. I think it might be next month. No, I don't see it. The other thing is we do have a Mercury Retrograde at the end of the month, the 27th of January. And it's in its shadow, I think, from the 7th. Did I say January? Sorry, I meant September. But it starts its shadow on the 7th. So things will be a little slower than probably you're happy with. Because a Capricorn loves efficiency. So this is a reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising, North Node in Capricorn, South Node in Capricorn perhaps, and maybe a full 10th house for you Capricorn-ish. Capricorn-ish both. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, we have the first card up is the Lover's card. The Lover's card, of course, can be about love, but it's mostly about choice. And so it looks like you will have a choice. It could be around a love relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be around a love relationship. So we start with a choice. A choice needs to be made here. What's challenging that? High Priestess, you don't have all the information. There are some things that are still hidden from you. And it's almost as if it's not just hidden from you, but you can't necessarily even depend on your intuition. It's almost as if, you know, somebody's doing this to you, like covering that third eye a little bit. Let's see what's at the root of this. Capricorn is a worrier, generally. It's a sign that worries. It worries that it's not going to get its work done. It worries that things aren't going to get done the right way. It's a worried sign. And what this is saying to me is that if you are indecisive about your choices, it's because you're spending too much time in your mind and you can't access your intuition. Okay? So, in order to get out of the pickle that you're in, you need to utilize your intuition. And you guys have intuition. You wouldn't get as far as you get without it. So it's not like you don't have it. But because you're a problem solver generally, it's your nature, when you see all the problems that need to be solved, it can be like, what else? What else? And if you try to just come from a logical place and not an intuitive place, you're not going to get the whole story. And that's the issue. In the past, we have the King of Wands. You know, you have a past where you're used to being in charge. You have a past where you're used to sort of having dominion over your environment. And this energy of that we're going through now is in a state, it's destabilizing. The energy this month, this year, and for a number of years previous has been this energy of destabilization. And so your sign, right? You're a Capricorn. Pluto has been in Capricorn since 2008. And so Capricorns as a sign are going through this deep transformational process. And while, you know, you have to dig really deep, and as you the further down you deep, the more gifts you uncover, it's still really hard work. And it's not, although you're not afraid of hard work, it can be a little daunting at times. So you're used to not being in this position, quite frankly. And okay, so in the sky we have the Chariot. This is about moving forward. So if you feel blocked in your choices, know that your soul knows the way. Your soul knows the way. That's what this card is. It's your soul knowing the way. The Chariot card is a card associated with the idea that the soul incarnates into a body, into a personality, into an ego, and then the soul drives the bus, so to speak, or the chariot, actually. So I feel as though I don't think you have to worry about making the wrong decision, because I think the soul is on the job. So there is going to be, for the month of September, you're going to feel like you can't get anything done. You're going to feel like you're maybe a little bit in limbo. This card requires you to look at life from a different perspective, to reverse things. Remember Seinfeld, Mr. Opposite, when George Costanza became Mr. Opposite and everything worked out for him? So if you're one of these Capricorns who's like, I gotta get it done, I gotta get the work, flip it and go on vacation, go take a rest, you know. You could do that, you know, but this really is the Serenity Prayer, right? God, give me the wisdom to accept the things I can't accept, to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That's what this is. And so really the only thing that we have any control over is how we react and respond to situations, right? because sometimes situations happen to us and around us that we don't really have control over, but we do have control over ourselves. Um, and so where you do have a modicum of control, utilize it. And what you don't have control over, you need to let it go. You need to go through this process of transformation. It's your time, Capricorn. How it's seen from the outside, we have the Nine of Swords, anxiety. Anxiety. So people are very anxious. And when people are anxious, they like to go to people that they feel they can depend on. And there's almost nothing more dependable than the earth signs, right? And especially Capricorn, because Capricorn's not only dependable, but generally is willing to take it on, right? Yeah, I'll lead you out of this, whatever. So a lot is expected of the Capricorn. People are used to coming to you for these things. Your domestic situation, the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can be illusion and delusion or confusion. You can feel confused. I read one time, a long time ago, about the Seven of Cups and symbolizing the seven deadly sins. But it has to do with the fact that the sevens in the tarot are in the tree of life, located in the lower tree. So it's the area of the personality. It's connected to the solar plexus. So it's really sort of your lower self. It's a lower self place. And that's how we can get caught up in these seven deadly sins, because the seven deadly sins are sins that come to us through our process of incarnation. When you're heart and above, the seven deadly sins don't. It's the lower chakras where the seven deadly sins can get you into. You miss the mark, because that's what sin means, right? Miss the mark. It's just warning against being deluded, really. You can't trust everything you're seeing, and you can't trust everything people are telling you. So you need to be aware of that. And hence, it's your own ability to connect with cosmic consciousness that's going to keep you sane this month, quite frankly. Hopes and fears, the Eight of Cups. This is issue. This is abandonment, so there can be some fear of abandonment. This is also fear that all the work that you've done is for naught. Okay. It sounds like there's a hawk outside. So I'm going to say that's a hawk that I hear screaming. And get the broader view. Get the broader view, the higher view. I'm going to go check it out. I'll be right back. I looked up in the trees and I couldn't see it, but I did hear it. It was definitely a hawk. So get the higher view. That's what hawk is trying to tell you, Capricorn. And the outcome is the Five of Wands. So there's going to be some chaos. There's going to be some fighting here. But this is a very creative energy. So even though there's going to be, it's almost like play fighting. It's like nobody really wants to hurt each other, although they can if they're not careful. But there is this sort of, there's going to be arguments, things like that. Okay, let's see if we can pull a major arcana. We have the King of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Fool. So we did get a major arcana. We got the Fool. So the Fool is about being willing to go to a place you haven't ever been before, right? It's like taking that leap of faith. And honestly, you'll be okay, because what's driving that leap of faith is your own soul's journey, your soul's work. Okay. And so underneath it, we have the Nine of Cups, which is getting your wish. the World card, which is associated with Saturn, your ruling planet. So this is endings and new beginnings. So there's another indication of going from one state to another. And then the last card up is Justice. And so it's a balancing of the scale. So whatever it is that is coming and changing in your life, it's part of a balancing of the scales for you. You need to accept life as it comes. You do not have the control that you used to have, nor do you need the control that you used to have. You just need to have faith that it's all going to work out as it needs to. Okay, so let's take a look at, I'm going to look at the Spirit of the Wheel cards. This is an oracle deck, and we'll see what Spirit of the Wheel has to say for Capricorn. Capricorn. What does the Spirit of the Wheel have to say for Capricorn? And I am going to read this right out of the book. And as I'm sitting here, there's a bunch of little goldfinches out there. Goldfinches are associated with the Archangel Ariel, who's a archangel for nature. And so you need to be out in nature. Frog return moon, building dreams, determination, and cooperation, 20. Okay. And of course, I have to take my glasses off to read. I used to have to put my glasses on to read, now I have to take them off to read. Ah, presbyopia, it's a beautiful thing. Okay. The frog return moon signals the perfect time to begin a venture or build upon plans already in the works. The energy of this moon brings you the stamina, determination, and mental clarity to successfully plan, build, and create what you desire. Once you begin the process, your plans will quickly unfold. This is truly a time for planting the dream seed. Ooh, I like that. Those born under this sign, and this sign is April 20th to May 20th. So this is, these are Tauruses, actually. Those born under the sign sometimes experience a disruption of their work because of their I can do it all by myself attitude. Do not tackle the project alone. Be flexible and accept help and valuable input along the way. Working with others will help you reach your destination faster. So you're used to being in charge completely, right? Channel your stubbornness and into determination. Work towards your dreams with a group mind attitude, whether that group is your family, friends, or coworkers. Their love and support will help you reach your dreams. So, don't go it alone, Cappy. All right, now let's pull a Crystal Ally card and see what card comes up for Capricorn. Now, the Crystal Ally cards there are 5 sort of suits with the Crystal Allies. There is the suit of earth, water, fire, air, and storm, which is all of the 4 elements combined. Of course, earth usually is practical in nature. Water is emotional in nature. Air is mental in nature. Fire is creative and inspirational in nature. And storm is transformational in nature. So let's see what comes up for Capricorn. We have convergence. Convergence. And it is a storm card, Capricorn. I know you're probably not too surprised about that. But you know, it's called chiastolite. Chiastolite. And I've seen these. They look like a cross. Chiastolite. Okay. And it is a storm element. So this is transformation, folks. Nothing new, right? Pluto's been in Capricorn since 2008. Okay. Here we go. It stimulates all your chakras. So you'll be buzzing. this month. Your affirmation is every experience is valuable. Chiastolite is calling you to see the big picture right now and to understand that everything is about to come together in a way you may not have expected, but that will forward your efforts and vision. The pieces are falling into place, and you'll soon understand how seemingly unconnected experiences and surprise detours in your life have all been pointing toward the outcome that is now manifesting. Wow, this is exciting, right? While you may feel a little confused about how everything is going to come together, try focusing on the theme you see in the current events in your life. The theme that ties them all together will give you insight into what the universe is bringing. You can understand the themes of your experience by looking at what they have taught you. Some journaling or reflection upon what you have learned through life events that seems to lead nowhere may show you where they are actually leading, and how it is connected to the divine's plan for you. All of the parts that have been spinning and weaving are now the parts of your life and past efforts. Reveal your personal artistry as a co-creator. Those around you may have thought you were going in too many different directions and diluting your energy. In fact, you have been working spherically, not linearly. Gather the pieces that will be needed to create the masterpiece of your life. There is no such thing as wasted effort or wasted time. Every single thing you have pursued, explored, experienced, initiated, failed at, and succeeded with, or attempted, has been an important thread in the tapestry of your life. To weave your unique story and create your unique vision, you will need to honor all of your past experiences as valuable pieces of the person you have become. It's all coming together, Capricorn, although it may not quite feel that way. Be assured, Spirit is on your side, and you can't lose. All right, guys, have yourself a great month. Like, subscribe, share these with people that you think might benefit from it. All my love to you. Best of luck, and everything's going to be a-okay. Take care, guys. Namaste.